Good afternoon, Fantasy Bay. Mike Williams here with another Week 6 game preview. And today we're going to be going over the Packers versus the Lions. Let's get it started. We're going to start with the Packers. Actually, we're going to start with the over-under at 45.5. -4 is the spread for the Packers. And let's get to the Packers. All right, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron, had a terrible game. Now, the team, here's the problem. He's not playing great every game, but the team's winning. So, how mad can he really be? Because my man's trying to get back to a Super Bowl because no matter what he says with that whole relax thing, calm down. You calm down. It's been a long time since you've been in a Super Bowl, bro. Tom Brady's won 2 of them things since then. Maybe 3. So, contrary to what people may believe, he ain't relaxing. So, if he can get some wins in another way, I think he's going to be fine with it. At some point, I do believe that they get the offense going a little more throwing-wise. But as of right now, running is working. And they don't have Devontae Adams, so work with what you got. It ain't tricking if you got it. You know what I mean, buddy? 9 fantasy points is garbage, though. He definitely can sit on your bench if you need him to, if you have a backup. Devontae Adams has missed the last game, and I believe he's going to miss this one as well. Everybody knows him. He's a beast, but we're not playing. Unfortunately, his backups are not stepping up. Now, last week, it was a run fest. It was basically Aaron Jones saying, "Excuse me, hold my beer. Zeke, I'm going to outrun you this game." And Zeke was like, "Man, this man ain't outrunning me. He getting more yards than me." Well, the last time they played, he had more yards than you. And now this time, oh my God. I'm going to get to Aaron Jones in a minute. Lord, let me go through these wide receivers that play like hot garbage. MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 points, bro. 2 points. Your name going to be that long. You don't have to have some better fantasy stats than that. I don't need to be reading that all the doggone time. I'm just kidding. I have no issues with his name. I do have an issue with him having 2 fantasy points, though. 4 targets, 1 reception. 18 fantasy yards. Get out of my face. And the Lions are actually pretty good against the wide receiver, only allowing 20 points a game. It's not looking good for these two. I'm not starting Geronimo Allison or MVS because I don't know who to trust. It could be one. It could be the other. It could be neither. It could be Aaron Jones' game again. Which it might be the Aaron Jones game again. I just looked, and the Lions give up the 4th most fantasy points a game at 23.9. So basically 24 points. Aaron Jones, this man deserves a minute. A little soliloquy. Aaron Jones, you won people some weeks last week. You lost some people some week, or you destroyed some people, but you also caused a lot of happiness in the fantasy community. And for that, I thank you. 48 fantasy points. My man had 7 receptions off of 8 targets, 75 yards, plus 19 carries on the ground for 107 yards and 4 touchdowns. He had 4 of them things. Whew. Looking great. And like I said before, Lions allow 24 fantasy points a game to running back. That's 4th. He should feast. Now, Jamal Williams, when he comes back, I do think that he eats into some of this. But if the coach is smart, he was like, you know what? This Aaron Jones guy we got, he's been pretty amazing. Maybe we should leave him in the game a little more. And Aaron Rodgers is going to be like, yeah, man. I've been trying to tell people that for years. Free Aaron Jones. I'm hoping he's free now. Toppy is a free elf. Sorry. I didn't need to go there. Jamal Williams is out, so I don't need to go over stats. And Jimmy Graham, he's a hit-or-miss touchdown kind of play. All right, let's get over to the Lions. The Lions did not play last week, so I got to change my stats around a little bit. There we go. All right, Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford had 29 fantasy points in week 4, 291 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 fumble. He was looking pretty good. Two rushing attempts for 18 yards. You like that. Unfortunately, the Packers are great against the quarterback, so I'm not starting him. They're only allowing 14.5 fantasy points a game to the quarterback. That's terrible. Kenny Golladay had a great game last week or 2 weeks ago. He had 23 fantasy points, 5 receptions off of 9 targets. He's averaging 9 targets a game for 67 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's great. Love it. Start him up. And next we have Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones has been he's pretty good all year. He had a game with 9, another one with 22, next one with 10. Roller coasters, man. When are you going to get to the peak, and when are you going to crash to the bottom? You got to just be able to predict that. And Packers are 17. They allow 22 fantasy points to the wide receiver. I think he's an okay play this week, especially considering I believe that they should be scoring some decent amount of points. It's the over-under in this game again. 45. That's an okay over-under. It's not starting him. Kerryon Johnson had 16 fantasy points last game, 2 receptions for 3 targets for 32 yards, and 26 carries for 125 yards. That is what you want to look out for running backs. For running backs that don't primarily catch the ball, mostly like a James White, for like a regular running back that runs the ball, you want to look at how many attempts they're going to have. And he had 26. That means he is the bell cow in that backfield. Love to see that. I actually think he's a great buy low right now. He's been having 26, he had 20, then 12. He's slowly increasing ever since C.J. Anderson's been off the team. Gotta love that. Firing him up. Also, if you're gonna attack the Packers, you're gonna attack them through the running game. They allow the 3rd most fantasy points at 25.5. And T.J. Hawkinson's been kind of disappointing, but he had an okay game. That was only because he had a touchdown. 3 for 3, 27 yards, 1 touchdown. And that's going to do it for the Packers versus the Lions. Mike Williams, Fantasy Bay. I'm out. If you have any questions, hit me up on social media. Check out the rest of my videos. Don't forget to like, and subscribe. See you later, Fantasy Bay. Good luck this week.